So what actually you want as Palestinian want us to hear from Palestine?
Assalamu alaikum. This is my first time ever in Jakarta.
MashaAllah.
Inshallah, it will not be the last. In the course of my work on education in Palestine, I'm always asked similar questions like, what do Palestinians want? And I have to remind people that Palestinians are a very diverse group of people. The majority of us identify with Muslim Sunni faith, but we have among us Palestinian Christians, Palestinian Druze Muwahideen, Palestinian Samaritans, Baha'is, and so on. Also just remember that when you are talking about us, we are 15 million people on the planet. 7 million of us survive different forms of Israel's savagery. Palestinians who survive Israeli oppression in Nazareth, they don't survive the same way as Palestinians in Jerusalem. The two are mistreated in a different way than Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. The three are mistreated in a different way than Palestinians in the bleeding heart of Palestine, which is the Gaza Strip. So we are very fragmented people. When you also ask about what do Palestinians want, like which Palestinians do you mean? Those who were born yesterday or those who will die tomorrow? Then we'll tell you like, okay, improve my life under Israel's savagery. When you tell me in Bethlehem, but what do you want? And I'll tell you like, I want to have access and safety to my family's property from the villages that were expelled from, because Bethlehem is like Gaza, where the majority of the residents of the city of Bethlehem are not from there. In Gaza, the families are from nearly 240 expelled communities. In Bethlehem, it's from 64 expelled communities. So when you tell me return to my family's property is not an option, what am I going to tell you? So it doesn't matter what Palestinians tell you or not. The right of every single Palestinian on the planet is an absolute right to freedom, justice, equality, and self-determination. It doesn't matter if a 2-year-old can communicate this to you or can't. Do not ask a Palestinian for what he wants, because what he wants is sometimes something beyond his ability to explain. It's like when you go to visit somebody in prison and you ask the prison like, what do you want? Oh, I want to have a meal a day. No, that's not a correct question. A prisoner does not need me to ask him like, what do you want? A prisoner needs me to come in and break the bars of that prison and set him out on freedom. When you ask Palestinians, we are very diverse also politically. You find Palestinians who are sellouts, Palestinians who actually serve Israeli criminals, Palestinians who are part of the savage behavior of the State of Israel and the savage system of the State of Israel. And you have Palestinians who sacrifice their life day in, day out for my freedom. So when you tell me like, oh, who should I ask? What Palestinians need, what Palestinians deserve is the end of the brutality that they have been surviving for more than 75 years. Ever since the British soldiers stepped into the land of Palestine, not one day passed that did not witness the oppression of a Palestinian individual, family, or community, the theft of the property of a Palestinian individual, a Palestinian family, or a Palestinian community, the replacement of Palestinian people with those who identify with Jewish faith. This is a process that has been going on for 100 years. And this process will keep going on as long as we have corrupt governments around the world that provide my oppressor with diplomatic, economic, and military support, and at the same time ask me what do I want. You know, it's like recognizing the oppressed and the oppressor. When you recognize or support the oppressed and the oppressor, the natural outcome is maintaining oppression. So we really need to stop asking Palestinians like, what do you want? Because we do not know what freedom feels like. We cannot tell you what we want because we do not understand what freedom feels like. So what do we need? Freedom, justice, equality, and end of Israeli brutality and savagery.